Yes, I mean, this is really serious, heinous stuff that we do not see, and we hopefully never see nowadays, of 20,000 people impaled. Impaling, by the way, is a calculated way of inflicting the slowest, most painful death you can possibly imagine.
So can an ordinary person go to be one of those people, i.e. go from being an ordinary man or woman in the street and turning into a psychopath, or can't that happen?
I would have said it was pretty near impossible. You can train people. I mean, you know, people who go into the army and are trained to kill, if you like. But needless to say, are a bit self-selecting, because only a certain kind of person will go all the way and put themselves in front for doing torture or something like that, you know.
And then, very importantly, forgiveness. If these people do these things, can they revert back to goodness, to normality? Is that possible?
This is where we have that little problem about being born to. To quote Hannibal Lecter in the film Silence of the Lambs, it was, "Nothing happened to me, Agent Starling. I happened." In other words, it's me. I carry it through my life. I was like this for years before, and I'll always be like this. No, David, you can't trust them.
Incredibly fascinating. Thank you very much for joining us on the show again tonight.
Thank
Dr. David Holmes, and more of the 8 Faces of Evil to come between now and midnight. Here's Paul.
Thank you, Julian. So tonight we are dealing with extremes of human behaviour. It is going to be an incredible night here on Most Haunted Live. In the words of the poet and visionary William Blake, there is that which is known and that which is unknown. In between are the doors. Tonight, Yvette Fielding and the team are going to be pushing on those doors. Maybe, just maybe, the other side of tonight's door will be our 5th face of evil. That's after this.
I strongly feel that there was the death of a man, or a man took his own life here. I think something awful induced him to effect that end. He hanged himself in this building.
Good evening and welcome back to an unprecedented 5th night of 8 nights of paranormal investigation. This is Most Haunted Live, and we are live in the Winter Gardens Theatre, a now disused theatre in Morecambe. And we're about to commence the investigation. Chris Conway, our medium and clairvoyant, is about to begin a Ouija board experiment involving Carl and Stuart. A unique experiment for us happening right inside this building. They're going to try and contact and communicate with spirits and get those spirits to make themselves known to Yvette and Kath, who are each in separate parts of this building, absolutely on their own. It's going to be an amazing night. Let the investigation commence.
Right, now around the table with me for this Ouija board session, I've got Chris. We have our audience member Natalie. Now you're happy to be involved in this, aren't you, Natalie?
Yes.
You're desperate to be involved in this, aren't you?
I am.
Marvellous. Next to you we have Stuart. And next to Stuart we actually have an empty chair. Now that's not a mistake, that actually still needs to be filled. And the person that is going to fill that chair tonight is Paul Ross. Now you actually had no idea we were going to do that.
I had no idea, and this would be the first time I've ever been involved in a proper experiment on the show, and the first time I've ever done anything to do with the Ouija board, so can I say I'm bricking it? I'm bricking it.
I have to ask you a question. Are you happy to continue with it, though?
I'm fascinated by the show. I'm more than happy to continue. I wouldn't have necessarily chosen, but now I'm happy to continue.
Marvellous. I'm just going to try and contact Yvette, who's downstairs with Kath, and see if she can hear me. Yvette, it's Carl. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing whistling. I'm hearing whistling. And I've just seen the red light. Where did you see the red light? Yeah, in the distance.
Yvette, it's Carl. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear. I can hear you.
We are ready to do the séance in the studio. Are you ready to secure the building?
I'm getting... Too scared to turn off my ear.
Yvette, we are ready to do the séance in the building. Are you ready to secure the building?
Too scared to turn around. Hello? Is anybody here with me now?
Okay, Yvette's ready for this building to be secured. So can we lock down the building now? And now I'd like the lights down in the studio, please. Right, if everyone would like to put their hands flat on the table, nice and light. Try to clear your mind as best you can. I'd also like to ask anyone in the studio who feels anything, sees anything, or senses anything, please let us know. Kieran O'Keefe is out there with a microphone and is ready to listen to you and to let us know what's happened. Is there anyone there, any spirit entity that would like to make itself known to us? Show yourself. If you're an entity that we've already encountered, I'll get coldness right around my hands. Make a sound. Touch one of the audience members so they know you're here. A cold breeze on my left hand.
I'm feeling that now, Carl.
You are?
Yes.
We have Paul on the table. This is the first time he has ever done a séance. Please touch him. Please move around him. Is anyone here? Can you feel anything around us, Chris?
Yeah, we've got the spirit that we picked up on our first night here.
You see?
Up in the balcony, Stan.
Do you mean it's any harm?
He's actually come down here. He's at the table.
Let's put our fingers on the glasses and continue with it.
We're getting some odd breezes already, Carl.
Sorry?
We're getting some odd breezes amongst the audience on this side already.
Oh, brilliant.
Do you hear the whistling, Carl?
No, I didn't hear that. Got it. You've got it? Fantastic. We're hearing whistling. If it's you, please move the glass. Carry on with whistling. Let the audience know you're here so they can hear your whistling. Move around the audience. Move around this glass. Move this glass for us. Show us you're here.
It's going to sound really odd. I suddenly feel really sad, and I don't know why. Like, I'm working, and I feel really, like, you know, just...
You don't
I'm not a particularly emotional person. I feel quite sad, and I don't know why.
You look really... Are you okay?
I just feel, you know, I just feel really, it's an odd feeling because I don't even quite move it, and I just feel sad.
Just let it Don't try and
Is this
fight
this?
it.
Is this this?
Yeah. Just let it. Don't try and fight it. Just let it go.
Are you happy to continue? Yeah. If you're affecting Paul, why? Tell us why. Oh, that's good.